Hi friends, welcome to AMT Automotive Embedded Technologies. I hope you guys are already enjoying my previous videos on different current and future trends of automotive embedded industry. And let's have a recap and then we go for today's hot topic. So first, we have been come across basics of automotive embedded electronics. What are different kind of vehicle architectures and how the vehicle architecture has grown from past decades and basics of sensors, actuators, different components and so on. And then we have come across the future of automotive industry, autonomous driving assistance systems. What are different kind of ADAS levels we have? What are different kind of components of ADAS and etc. And then we have come across important technologies of automotive industry, I would say cyber security and what kind of standards we have, what kind of threats can be possible, what are risk points in a car, and how we mitigate these risk points in car. What kind of techniques we use in terms of software or hardware or process of a product development, software development, and so on. And then we have come across electric vehicles. What are different kind of electric vehicles we have, and what are different components of electric vehicle, and then how the electric vehicles get charged and what are the applications and main advantages of these electric vehicles over combustion engine based cars. And then we have come across functional safety, what kind of safety standards we have in automotive, what kind of hazards can happen, and what kind of mitigation techniques that we follow to reduce these hazards, and how we understand risk of an hazard and what is the process that we follow, which will really tells about what kind of hazards we have, what kind of safety concepts we have to implement, and how we achieve the safety of a user, also environment, while your vehicle is driving on road. Today, I have come up with an important and innovative topic of automotive industry, that is over the air software update. I hope you guys are already having some idea on this topic, how software updates in general works in a vehicle. Usually with wired software updates we do using diagnostics, basically a standard diagnostic standard called UDS. And why do we need wireless flashing? What are the applications, advantages, and what is the main use of this in the automotive industry? So we go to the overview and then we understand different insights. So first of all, we should understand what is OTA, over the air update. This has several names, I would say: SOTA, FOTA, or software over the air, firmware over the air, or online remote update. So there are several names for this. So everything talks about flashing software to your car wirelessly. And then we go with how OTA works. What are the major components, important components, and what are different applications of OTA in automotive industry, and what are the disadvantages also we have from OTA, and what are the basic challenges that we have, and how can we overcome them in reality from OTA. So we go to each insight. So basically, OTA stands for over the air. and it's a process of remotely flashing or updating the software or firmware in a computer system through wireless communication. And usually uh, there are several cars already on road and also evolving from the future platforms of the cars are definitely connected to the online system through internet to different applications of clouds. So these clouds actually have the software updates or firmware updates, and then will be transferring from there through online to different electronic control units via online connectivity issue in a vehicle, and then the flashing can happen to each electronic control unit and its components. So infotainment system is a kind of an user interface everybody knows. This is a kind of a mediator to configure such software updates, maybe timings or alerts or notifications. Also, you can authorize the software updates. For example, if you don't need a software update, if some request came but you can just reject it, you can just unauthorize it and then it will be rejected. Also, you can customize these updates over the night. For example, electric vehicles, you can keep vehicle charging over the night and also make the software updates in parallel, and you can customize the timings of these updates, and user can create his own profile on regular basis when to check these notifications, when to get the updates. Also, some users can have certain kind of functions for certain period of time. The vehicle can have the functions enabled and enjoy the features, maybe comfort features, safety features, whatever it is. And then once the subscription is over, your function is no more going to work in your car, and then you can resubscribe or continue. It's like almost all equal to the software updates what you see in your mobile. So let's go to right. We understand more insight how it in reality it works and what are the main components. So first of all, I would say backend servers takes major role where it has a large amount of data, security keys, cryptography in terms of information technology, different kind of binaries, updates which must be transferred to vehicle. So from there, each vehicle will have an ECU called online control unit, where this has the continuation of the connectivity. This has the connectivity continuously to the vehicle cloud, and using it uses some either SIM cards or other chips to get connected to the vehicle network through wirelessly through internet. Also, we have to know about in-car security profile, where the user can itself configure the secrecy, and as I said before, you can configure which profiles you want, what kind of comfort features he clubbed into, and then what kind of notifications he is interested to get updates and etc. can be easily configurable, and this can also have security to select and control. And this has several keys also involved here. I would say key is nothing but digital keys. This can be a passcode and so on. And coming to next step, from online control unit, we will have a connection to the central gateway ECU, where these two ECUs are getting connected between them by using Ethernet and CAN communications. And then from the central gateway ECU, the flash binary is what has been received from backend server to online control unit, and the user configured to update this into vehicle ECUs, and then the gateway ECU takes all this data via Ethernet or CAN FD or CAN from OCU, online control unit, and then it will transfer these binaries to peripheral ECUs which are connected to gateway on different networks, again it may be CAN or Ethernet and so on. So the peripheral ECUs can check or verify the flash binaries received via in-vehicle diagnostic protocol through communication networks of Ethernet or CAN, and then verify the signature and then accept or reject these flash binaries, and then once this process is over, there will be some security keys merged inside this, and then the binaries will be stored at the end to each ECU's standard memory locations what has been configured. In case if the in all this process what we have seen now, if any problem occurs, each ECU must be able to roll back its original software. Maybe gateway ECU, maybe other peripheral ECUs must have the rollback mechanism to remove the new flash what has been corrupted or interrupted during flashing can be rejected, and then the old flash what is already existing must be reloaded. In case of successful flash without any uh, crash or without any interruption is successfully completed, and then it can be securely stored into the memories, and then every time the vehicle restarts the new software will be loaded to these ECUs, and then new functions or features will be enabled, and then user can enjoy the new features in terms of comfort or safety or entertainment, whatever it is. Let's go to next slide. So what are the main important applications of for their update? So mainly the OTA updated cars are safe, and then it's flexible, I would say, for different kind of software updates. It's like as we discussed, it can be dynamically can happen. It's a quick. You don't need to register an appointment with the service center and get your vehicle checked, and then go for the subscription, and then you take your car to service center, and then get update your vehicle, get tested. So it takes a lot of time and money, I would say. Also, different features of vehicle can be customized in this case. For example, if you need more security needs, and if you need more safety functions enabled, and if you need more comfort features, this can be enabled wirelessly. Also, based on the subscription plans and methods, this can be locked or unlocked directly by the online connectivity. So you can purchase, you can subscribe, you can unsubscribe these features, and then it's like for over the time period you can enjoy the features, and then once the subscription is over, then it will be automatically disabled and notified to you to renew it again, etc. So this also allow the car maker to generate more additional revenue from this process as well. At the same time, users can enjoy several features on his own interest and how much time he would like to enjoy this feature. Also, during this or their updates, OEMs can collect relevant data, may not be personal data, but to find possibility of issues which may come or which may occur in this car. For example, battery performance in terms of electric vehicle. Also, other um, issues could have been found in your electronic vehicle, electronic control units, but still your driving could have been not interrupted. Those kind of issues can be already seen in advance by the OEMs, and can understand how the vehicle platforms deployed onto the road are working, and how the performance of these vehicles in real time. And it's a kind of a, I would say, a dynamic improvement of stability and performance of the systems, I would say. This will be a really a backbone of to improve the quality, performance, and stability. Also, this will avoid investment in certain stages where we might have come across several issues by different OEMs, and they could have found some issues in cars in different models, and then they call back the vehicles to install certain software updates or hardware updates or so on. So this can be foreseen very advanced. Also, if there are certain software level issues, can be easily updated through online. So this also saves a lot of cost, time, and process. So let's go to next slide. There are few disadvantages as well in this OTA. So in reality, considering all geographical locations of the globe, so there are several areas where you have very poor connectivity of the network, and in it's like in these areas it's very difficult to get continuous streaming data and strong connectivity between the server and the vehicle control units. So in this case, it creates a lot of disturbances, and it might lead to different scenarios. The vehicle itself cannot update different updates. Also, sometimes uh, you know it will end up with some more problems in the system. Also, since this over there update is wireless, there are many chances that attackers or hackers can hack the digital data and can manipulate sensitive data before we transfer to the vehicle, and then it may lead to different safety and security critical issues. And also, faulty over their updates can drain the batteries and can decrease the battery life cycle. For example, you might have not scheduled for any update, but still system accepts some updates. By default, there will be some updates to be done, which user may not be required to authorize them. So they are really needed updates to the system or vehicle. For example, if there are some issues in these updates, for example, if this update doesn't go well and your system is trying to update it continuously till it fix, and it is not even your control, and without notifying you, battery can be drained at the lower level, and then you will end up with some other issues during the drive. Also, some new bugs or unknown bugs can happen during this time if there is a corruption of flash to the electronic control units, and we don't know what kind of um, uh, behavior of this is electronics when there is a software flashed half which is not completely successful. Of course, there is a rollback mechanism, but still, it's not 100% sure that if it rollback really happens or not. And this can break the functionalities as well. That you cannot access any functionality when you drive, and yeah, it's like a catastrophic behavior you will see from the vehicle, and unnecessary safety or security risks may come. So there are several disadvantages due to this wireless flashing. And how can we overcome them? The first picture what we are seeing is a performance. The performance of the vehicle must be important to be stabilized. And then the data center or storage servers, security of the data, repositories must be secured 100%, and continuous monitoring is required to get not corrupt this data or get hacked this data. And also maintaining the battery unintended battery drains to avoid unintended battery drains by the system. For example, if there is a software update without notifying you, it is started updating, and when it fails, it must also make an eye on battery, and then go ahead for further checks if there are some problems are there. So if it goes for 10 times of iterations and if your battery is draining, it doesn't make sense. So battery life must be monitored during this flash. And then compatibility of hardware and the software what is going to be flashed. For example, you have several versions of hardware, several versions of software upgrades must be compatible between different kind of vehicles on road built on different platforms. So these are the major aspects: performance, uh, make an ion battery life, maybe electric car, maybe combustion engine based cars, and security and compatibility. So these three aspects can really make this OTA more successful and more convenient to the user as well. I hope you understand the OTA process insights well, and I hope also you will continue supporting me by liking this video, sharing this video, subscribing to my channel. Thank you very much for watching this video, and guys, stay connected and please leave your comments, questions, and then be in touch and stay connected with future of automotive industry. Also I have an Instagram channel. Thank you for watching this video. Bye.